Hi, I'm Brad Friedman for HP's Eye on the Enterprise. I came all the way from Los Angeles up here to Boise, Idaho. I drove. Why? Because I wasn't smart enough to telecommute. Yeah, I should have talked to the guys at HP about that first, which we're going to do now. HP Telecommuting. Come on, you'll find out.
I'm sitting down with Ashley Brogdon today, Enterprise Communication Manager here at HP, talking about telecommuting strategies. When you come in for HP to meet with a new organization, new enterprise, what is it that you specifically do? How do you work with them to get them started with telecommuting?
Well, first we assess their needs in terms of how many people they're proposing to have work off-site.
Okay.
We need to figure out what kind of equipment they need. Generally what we recommend is an all-in-one functionality type of printer, scanner, copier, and then if needed fax. So we have a recommended lineup of both laser jets and OfficeJet Pros, which use ink, that are a small physical footprint, because in an office not only do you want it to not take up a ton of space, but you want it to look nice. You want it to be highly productive. And the other thing that we pride ourselves on is that the output that you get from a smaller AIO, all-in-one office functionality, the output is as good as what you get from a bigger machine in your office.
If I'm working at the office, I've got a technical issue. I can pick up the phone, the IT guy is there in 5 minutes. What do I do when a similar situation happens at home?
So another portion of our Easy Print service is the service part of it. If you have an issue that you can't fix yourself, you call a direct number instead of calling the IT manager, and you get help to service or fix any issue that you might be having. But if something is more severely wrong with the printer, then we mail you a new printer the next day. You put your old one in, mail it back, and you're up and running again.
What about office space and efficiency there? You're able to grow your workforce without growing your office footprint? Talk to me a little bit
Exactly.
about that.
It's savings in a lot of ways, not only for the corporation or the government agency, but for the end user, the telecommuter himself. So what you mentioned in terms of real estate, there are statistics out that say that each employee for a corporation or for a government agency costs that corporation $10,000 per year. That's with real estate costs and heating and cooling and telecom and all of the different factors that go into making an office run. $10,000 a year.
So this is $10,000 per year savings for each worker that doesn't work in the office,
well,
potentially?
we're not saying that we would completely wipe out that cost,
Right.
but what we are saying is that telecommuting drastically reduces that amount per employee.
Because you guys have tools built in, do you not?
We
to
have
some
tools
of the products
built in, and we have software that the IT manager uses. It's called WebJet Admin, and that software allows the IT manager to not only discover the printers that are on their network and keep track of them as an asset of the corporation,
Right.
but it allows them to see how often they're being used, what is being printed. They can kind of tell if you're printing something that is a work document or if you're printing vacation pictures.
Really?
So they can really
tell. So the
tell.
IT manager can monitor all of that from the office, keep an eye on how much you're printing.
Yes.
Is that a part of the tools that you guys?
That can be a part of the tool.
Right.
So what we're talking about here is a more complex management environment for the IT professional. Instead of having potentially 5,000 people in one building that they're managing,
Right.
they're potentially managing 5,000 people in 5,000 buildings. And that could be a pretty daunting thought for anyone who has to do that.
Ashley Brogdon, great speaking with you this afternoon. Really appreciate it.
My pleasure, thank you.
Thank you. I'm sorry I had to come in and do it. I would have done it from home, had I known. For HP Eye on the Enterprise, I'm Brad Friedman. We'll talk to you next time from home.